In today's video, I rank some Jvloggers from S to F. Let the fun begin. He's Johnny in Japan. He's Johnny in Japan. He's the worst Jvlogger in the world. Crappy food reviews, barely any views. He's the worst Jvlogger in the world. Solo. Yeah, nailed it. Okay, we're gonna start off this tier list with the obvious ones, such as Johnny in Japan. Now, this one I may be a bit biased on, I'll admit, but obviously this one goes all the way down here at the F tier, because he hasn't made a video in like 6 months, and this is what he's starting out his comeback with. An overdone tier list. Everyone's already done this shit, okay? And on that note, literally anyone who calls themselves blank in Japan, just stop. Just stop that shit, okay? You're going F rank. You're going F rank, buddy. F rank, okay? Let me tell you why my name is Johnny in Japan. Okay, 3 years ago, I did not know that there were so many channels with blank in Japan. Because, like, literally the only channels I watched was, like, Abroad in Japan and, like, this Give Me a Break Man guy, sometimes. And yeah, like, so, you know, anybody who names themselves blank in Japan, that's just really lazy. But there's a Abroad in Japan guy. His last name is actually Broad. Chris Broad, which I didn't know that for many years, and he moved abroad to Japan, so that's so goddamn clever. And Johnny in Japan, see, my name starts with a J, so there you go. Johnny in Japan. And by the time I realized that there were already too many channels with the blank in Japan format, I had already established myself as Johnny in Japan for far too long and too many videos, and I just said fuck it. And obviously now even more fuck it, because it's been like 3 years. But anyone coming along now who's moving to Japan and they're thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna be a Jvlogger," okay? Can you stop with the blank in Japan shit, okay? You know who you are. I'm not gonna call you out personally. It's just that there's many of you and you know who you are. Just stop it. Stop. You stop that shit. You stop it right now. You get an automatic F. You were down there in the depths with me. Which leads me to Abroad in Japan. I guess I might as well go with him next, right? He's pretty much like my inspiration for like moving to Japan and like becoming a Jvlogger. I wouldn't say he's my motivation for becoming like on YouTube, because I wanted to do that way before I had any interest in Japan, but for specifically Japan related content and for actually becoming interested in moving to Japan. I mean, before it was just sort of like, oh, it'd be cool to visit, but then it was sort of like, oh, that'd be cool to live there because he makes it look really cool. Yeah, he makes it look really cool. He makes it look cool. I mean, it's I guess it's kind of cool depending on where you are and what your situation is in life. Yeah, I can't put him at the S rank. I feel like his older videos were a lot better. I mean, his videos don't seem as personal anymore. Back then, he had that sort of like magic of the new Jvlogger who just moved in, had the culture shock, and now that he's sort of settled in, I don't know. Just I just feel like his old videos are a lot better. He actually deleted his very first video, the one where he shows his apartment and he just moved to Japan. I don't know why he deleted that. Why did he delete that video? But anyways, his videos are highly cinematic, very documentary type, and I like that kind of stuff. But I just feel like he lost some of that rawness, I guess, from his earlier days. But I will say he is probably he's probably the guy you should look at as the example of what to do as a Jvlogger, like what you should strive to achieve. Not like this guy down here. That's the exact opposite of what you should be trying to achieve. They're the same color. They are not the same quality. So we're gonna put him, I don't know why I put him at the S, we're gonna put him here at the A tier because I can't put him at the S tier. I can't say that he's at the godly rank. Yeah, A tier is good. Which kind of makes you think, well, who the hell's gonna be at S tier if you just said he was the best? Well, we'll see. And then the exact opposite of that is Ryan Boundless. Now, Ryan has lived in Japan. Well, he doesn't live here anymore, but he lived in Japan for, geez, like, when I moved here, I think he had been living here for like 16 or 17 years. And I think when he left, he was here closing in on 20 years. And this guy just fucking bitched every day about Japan. Like, literally, he literally had a series called Dream Crusher where he like calls everybody weeaboos and talks about how much Japan sucks, you know. And I used to shit on this guy so much, but to be honest, I mean, he has a lot of valid criticisms of Japan. And the more I live here, the more I understand how he feels. But the difference is, I've lived here for less than 3 years, and he lived here for almost 20. And he never seemed to make any changes. And he just came off as very fucking whiny. And when you do it on the internet, it's even worse. And I feel like he could have had a better way to convey his criticisms or his feelings about that. But he just came off as very bitter. And honestly, it doesn't seem like most people have his experience. It just seems like people who just weren't prepared, like me. It's just maybe he had too high expectations, like me. So I'm gonna put him down here in the D tier because he still has a lot of useful information, and unlike most Jvloggers, he doesn't sugarcoat any shit. And I believe he's telling the truth on everything because I've experienced a lot of the things that he talks about. So it's not exactly that he's a liar, it's just that he is a whiny little bitch. Now he lives in like Africa for some fucking reason. He went to Thailand for a while, fucked around with some ladyboys probably, came back to Japan, bitched some more. Then he went to fucking Kenya. I don't know. I have a feeling he'll be back one of these days. We'll see the return of Mr. Boundless here in Nihon. Next up on this tier list, we got somebody who's pretty much the exact opposite of Mr. Ryan Boundless, and that would be TKO Sam. Now, I've been watching him for a few years, and I used to have a pretty low opinion of him. I was like, oh, there's just some loud fat guy making an ass of himself. But the more I watched him, the more I realized he's actually really funny and he seems really nice. And he has a lot of good information. I've seen a lot of his videos. I like when he goes around on a motorcycle and shows off, you know, where he lives. That's really cool. He gets off topic a lot and rambles a lot, but he seems like a pretty cool dude. Great guy to get a lot of information from. He's lived here for so long. However, I feel like recently he's made quite a few videos that are questionable, where I'm just like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? That's fucking dumb. Maybe I'll talk about him some other time, but I don't fucking know. But yeah, like, overall, I feel like he has a lot of value, and he's not as bad as he appears. I put him in the C tier. He's definitely better than Ryan Boundless. I mean, he's not abroad in Japan level, but he's definitely better than Boundless. Okay. Let's all link this together. Let's all link this together based on the segues that naturally occur. So he recently made a Jvlogger tier list of his own, and to my knowledge, he's the only one that has made one, and I would probably be the second one that I know of. But he made a Jvlogger tier list that I wasn't on, fuck is that, man? Wasn't even on it. But anyways, he put this R. Gary fella. Nice fella. He's a bit angry sometimes. A bit drunk sometimes. But, I mean, I'm drunk right now, so... yeah. So he made a tier list, and he put Mr. Gary here at an E. And said he made random videos that didn't make any sense. Fair criticism. And Mr. Gary made a response video that he was very angry. Very, very angry. Mr. Gary. Mr. R. Gary. I'm very disappointed. You know, he's been a very nice guy to me. He's given me a shout out. He's commented on my videos. He's talked with me privately via Facebook. Seems like a nice guy. And, seems like someone who is much older than Sam and much more mature than Sam, and probably shouldn't let silly criticisms from this guy bother him so much. But he got really upset about it and started laying into him with some heavy haymakers, and you know, calling him I don't know what the fuck he called him, but he was basically a piece of shit and fat, and which is kind of ironic because I mean, obviously Sam's a lot bigger, but they're both overweight in their own right. So I thought that was kind of weird that he would attack his body image. It just seems kind of weird. Yeah, but R. Gary seems like a nice guy, but problem is, I think Sam has a point. This guy has lived in Japan so fucking long, and a lot of his videos just seem like videos just to put up a video. I feel like he needs to. He does a lot of random live streams, and I feel like he needs to talk more about his experiences in Japan. I'm sure he has a lot of knowledge that a lot of these guys probably don't have yet, or not as much of, and I feel like his channel, and it's growing in size, I feel like it's not being used to its full potential currently. And also he makes a lot of videos, well, not lately, but in the past he's made way too many videos about Ryan Boundless attacking him, and at first it was funny, but then I got really annoyed because I wanted to make videos about Ryan Boundless, but now I can't because, like, this guy just kept making videos to the point where it was like, from an outsider's perspective, I was like, oh, that's starting to get really cringy. And I was like, I don't want to get pulled into that. I don't want to be jumping on that train, because if that's the way it looks to me on the outside, I don't want to be a part of that and do it myself. So, it seems like these guys are arch nemesis, so Sammy Boy put him here in the E. I'm going to do better, and I want to put him here in the D. Maybe if you put some more cute girls in your videos, or maybe you like start telling some crazy stories from your past, you know, telling some great stories, we'll put you higher. But for now, we're gonna put you in D. And when you see who I put in the C is kind of like the mid tier, and D is not necessarily bad, but it's not. I mean, I'd say C is average. So I'd say it wouldn't take very much to push Mr. R. Gary up here to C. Not much at all. He's like right here. He's like right here in between the C and the D. But we don't do any sort of in between. So for now we're just gonna put him in the D so he can fight to the death his arch nemesis, Mr. Ryan Boundless. And the victor will go to C tier. Alright. So there's that. Now let's segue here. I accidentally clicked on this, but this is actually a great segue. I meant to go here anyway. Alright. This right here is the adventures of Chris Sakura. And I can't seem to open it for some reason. Alright. So here he is. Guy with a face. A funny face. And a crooked hat. And a family chickie. And he calls himself The Adventures of Chris Sakura. Now, that is a massive, massive exaggeration. I wouldn't call it an adventure. I would just call it some dude who thought it would be a good idea to just live stream himself driving around and eating a bunch of konbini food. Yeah, that's just a little too much there, buddy. Adventures of Chris Sakura. Now, I thought this guy was a cool guy at first. He used to comment on my videos, and he subscribed to me, and I think he followed me on Twitter or something like that. And he used to give me a lot of encouragement, and he wanted to, like, I don't know, I think make a video together at some point. But then one time, I made a video where I talked about how I was running out of ideas and I was feeling burnt out. And he made a really shitty comment on one of my videos. And he basically was like, dude, why are you complaining, bruh? Like, if I lived in Japan, because he lives in like Vegas, and he only visits the Fukuoka prefecture, you know, maybe once a month or something like that, as far as I can remember. And he would say, if I lived in Japan permanently, I'd be making vlogs every day and live streaming every day. Just, why don't you take your camera out and just vlog and stuff you see and just live stream and stuff? Because I want to make good videos, okay? Just because you vlog every day and you live stream every day doesn't mean it's good or that anyone wants to see it. Because this guy has 1,000 subscribers or more, but doesn't really get many views. And I don't think it's really the adventures of Chris Sakura. I think it's more of the adventures of Famichiki, alright? And honestly, that's way more interesting than that guy. So, he unsubscribed to me, unfollowed me on Twitter. So, basically, he's a dick. And it's basically just some guy going around filming himself eating Family Mart chicken. F tier. Maybe if it was just Famichiki, I might bump him up a tier or two. But because he's in those videos, he goes to F. And that's the final word on that. Speaking of someone who lives in Fukuoka, someone who's not a complete dickhead, we got Michaela. Now, I used to watch Michaela a little bit years ago, but now that I've lived in Japan for like 3 years, I haven't watched her in quite some time. But she also lives in Fukuoka, and she also has a Shiba. Yes, I have a Shiba. You should check her out on Instagram. Her name is Hana-chan. And I have some good videos of her on YouTube, and some more to come, hopefully. But yeah, this is Michaela. She's lived in Fukuoka for fucking ever. Fuck, she's lived in Japan like at least 10 years, probably longer than that. I remember it was like 10 or 11, maybe a couple of years ago. I don't know. She's probably been here. She's got permanent residency. She's been here a long fucking time. Canadian. And she's, I don't know if she's married or she's just her boyfriend, but she's with a Japanese guy. And she's made a lot of really good videos about Fukuoka, which naturally makes me very jealous. Because A, if I make a video about Fukuoka, it doesn't really get any views, but if she makes a video in the same fucking place, in the same fucking topic, it gets hundreds of thousands of views. And that makes me very, very, very upset. And also, she's never shouted me out or collab with me. So she goes straight to the fucking F tier. I'm kidding. She's actually kind of nice. We'll put her in the C. But seriously, Michaela, come on. Come on, I've been here 3 years. I know you saw my Instagram post. You liked my Instagram post. You know who I am. You've seen this before. You've seen that name. So, I'm in Fukuoka, you're in Fukuoka. Let's collab. Help me out. Alright? Give me some of those subs. Give me some of those sweet subs. And I will give you... I have nothing. So, just come on, charity. When's the last time you did some good charity? Speaking of a guy who needs to absolutely collab with me, we got my boy here, Jadan. Alright, Jadan's a really cool channel. He came to Japan a few months before me, started his channel a few months before me, and we started off really at the same beginner level, but then he just took off and left me in the dust. And for some reason, he's always been super fucking cool with me, and he's always given me lots of shout outs, and commented on a lot of my videos, and talked to me in private, give me lots of advice, and constructive criticism on my videos. And he's just a really cool guy. Started out in Kobe as a teacher, then moved to Osaka. He's tearing it up there. I don't want to be biased and get him too high. I mean, obviously he's not at Abroad in Japan level, because he'll get there someday, I think. I mean, his videos are really high quality, and he has a lot of personality. But he's not at Abroad in Japan level yet. But I think he's definitely above Tokyo Sam. You know what? I'm gonna put him at the B tier. I'm gonna put him at the B tier. But you know what? You know what, Jadan? Look, man. Danny boy. If you want to move from the B tier to this sweet A tier up here, you see this? Doesn't that look good? Doesn't it feel good? Abroad in Japan. Look at that. Right next to him. You can get right up there. Oh. You can get there. You just mosey on down over here to little old Fukuoka and hang out with your boy, Johnny in Japan, and do some sweet videos, okay? We're gonna tear up Hakata and Tenjin, alright? We're gonna get shit done, alright? You gotta do it. Sometime this year. Make it happen, bro. Well, I've been waiting since like 2016. Come on, man. I need this. Speaking of other people who should come to Fukuoka, we got Mashurina. Okay, these are some people that have also been really cool to me, so there's going to be some bias here. You know what? I can't put him with Dan. I feel like Dan's a step above. So, I mean, obviously they're not abroad in Japan. But, as it is with YouTube, anybody can have potential to up their game. We're going to put them in the C tier. And that's pretty good. Now you're thinking like, oh, that's horrible, but look at who they're with. They're with TKO Sam, Michaela. Okay, that's pretty good company. Okay, I feel like Jadan's got higher video and audio quality, and he's got more of a outgoing personality. He's just more eccentric. So I feel like we need some more of that from them. Oh no, they disappeared. Okay, there it is. Yeah. So there we go. There's Masha and Rina. They also need to come to Fukuoka and collab with me, and then I'll move them up here to the B tier. Right? I like how I'm just giving all these nice enticements. That's pretty good, right? That's a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal. You spend a bunch of your money and fly or take a train down to Fukuoka to make a collaboration video with a guy who has less than 200 subs. And in return, you get to move up one rank. Now, doesn't that sound like a great deal? That's a great deal. People who should stay far, far, far away from Fukuoka. Rachel and June. Absolutely not. Actually, I think they already came here. So, yeah, Rachel and June. Never was a big fan of them. I always just felt like they were just like heavily scripted and phony. And June's cooking channel seems way more interesting. Rachel, not so much. June, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Alright. Never really cared much for Rachel in particular. I don't know, she just seems to be a huge... She seems to be into a lot of drama. Maybe not lately, but in the past. I don't know, I just never really liked their video style. I'm gonna put them down here in the E tier. Because, at the very least, I can respect that they have a very large fan base. They're very popular. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Because I can't really put them in the F tier with me because that's just not fair. Although you could say it's not fair that they're in the E tier either, but hey, this is my fucking video, okay? And I don't like their channel. That's just my personal opinion. No ill will, no hatred. I just don't really care for their channel. And here we got Kara Adventures. This woman is from Australia. And I believe she's also like from Hong Kong, like her parents are from Hong Kong. And she lives in rural Niigata as a jet teacher, which is a nice perspective because I don't think there's a lot of people who live in Niigata or in the rural areas like she lived in. She lived in an actual house and drove a car. And, well, she doesn't live there anymore. She now lives in Tokyo and has a much nicer job. She got out of the horrible teaching life. She moved on to bigger and better things. And she always made really great videos. I haven't seen them in a while because, like I said, I don't watch a lot of Jvloggers because I live in Japan, so it seems like what would I get out of watching Jvloggers? That's why there's not that many people here, and why your favorite Jvlogger or up-and-coming Jvlogger might not be on this list, because I just don't watch a lot of them, because it just doesn't seem like something I should do, because I live here. I don't need to live vicariously through them. I can experience it all for myself. I only watch some that are really, really popular, and I don't even watch abroad in Japan that much. Okay, but there's some like Jadan and Mashirina who I support, you know, and you got Gary. He's kind of hit and miss a lot, but I like him enough that I turn off the ad block for him so he can make some ad revenue, some sweet yen. Okay, but she always made great videos, and I like this thing that she did where at the end of her videos she would show a preview clips of the next video. She would say on the next video, and she would show preview clips of that, and I thought that was always fucking great. And I never did it because I'm just lazy, and I never really shot that many videos in advance. So that's something I'd like to do in the future more often, maybe. But I'm gonna put her in the C tier. I'm gonna put her in C tier because I feel like C tier is sort of just the average, sort of just like someone that I like, that I might have some mixed criticisms about. But, well, I guess I don't have any mixed criticisms of her. I guess I don't have any criticisms. Not really. Actually, I have 0 criticisms of her. I just don't watch her as much, I guess, because I don't know. I just don't. So yeah, we're gonna put her in the C tier, but not because she deserves it, but that's just where we are with that. I just don't watch her that much. Someone who I definitely don't watch, and for good reason, is Kanada Jin. This is Mira. Okay, she is that crazy weeaboo, and she turned into a Muslim for some effing reason, and she deleted most of her videos that were really popular because they weren't Muslim friendly. She tried to get citizenship in Japan, and obviously they rejected her, which if she ever gets citizenship, that would just be like, that would, I mean, the bright side is that means anybody can get citizenship, and it's really fucking easy. So if I ever decided to get it, then I could get it, but I don't really have any interest in getting citizenship. I mean, I'm not ruling it out 100%, but I mean, I'm pretty certain I don't want to give up my US citizenship for that. But yeah, Mira is extremely, yeah, I don't really watch her videos. Whenever I watch her videos, I cringe, and I get no information out of it, and she seems to be completely ignorant. She says a lot of stupid shit. And her video's just gone completely off the rails. She had a huge subscriber base, and she just fucking flushed it down the toilet. All for a shitty psycho religion. So yeah, straight up F tier. Another guy that goes straight in the fucking F tier is Nobita. Nobita, I don't know if that's his real name. Probably not. Nobita, this is Nobita. He's that guy that runs the channel Find Your Love in Japan. And it's that channel that's mostly catered toward weeaboos who never have a chance with real Japanese women in the first place. Okay, he tries to teach you how to get girls in Japan, how to get relationships with them. And honestly, do you really want to take advice on how to get Japanese girls from this guy? No, you absolutely do not. Not at all. This guy doesn't get girls, okay? I promise you that. And if he tells you otherwise, he is fucking lying. Okay, this is not the guy you want to take advice for how to get girls. I don't think you want to take advice for anything. Anyways, he was doing pretty well for himself, but then he started making some really controversial videos about, you know, America and black people and gay people and Muslims and being generally xenophobic and intolerant of foreigners in Japan. He shits on foreigners a lot, and he just seems to say a lot of ignorant shit. And he got a lot of threats from it. He deleted a bunch of videos out of fear, which, you know, I don't know why anybody would take that guy seriously. Seriously, look at that. Why would you take that seriously? Just ignore that shit. But anyways, this guy is just, he's always shitting on foreigners, even though he made a channel dedicated to helping foreigners get Japanese girls, which is so weird. Which is so weird and doesn't make any sense, because then he shits on foreigners. Honestly, I think he changed the style of his videos when he realized how jealous he was that us foreigners were getting the girls that he'll never get anyway. I don't know why he's so angry. He wasn't getting them anyway. So we're gonna put him down here in the F tier. This is a highly negative video. I know. All right, F tier. Look how many F tiers we got. This is just so bad. I know. All right, and it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse because now we got hiding in your room. Oh goodness. I'm gonna need some extra help from this one. Just bear with me for a second. I'm gonna need some extra backup. Ugh. Yeah, that'll really help. I had to go take a huge piss. You know, what Daniel does every time he uploads a fucking video to YouTube. He just pisses all over YouTube and the Jvlogging community. My gosh, I'm so glad this guy left Japan. He lives in England now with his mommy. Alright, because he, you know, came to Japan. He's a huge sexpat loser. You know, and he banged a bunch of girls on Tinder who have no self-confidence and would actually fuck this weirdo. Alright, look at that. Seriously? What the fuck is that? And you know, just... fuck's sakes. Come on. Japanese ladies, alright? Have some self-respect. I know that you had some shitty Japanese boyfriends or ex-husbands, but is this really the best you can do? This guy? Come on. Dude's nearing 30 years old and he's a fucking... oh my god. Anyway, so he would complain a lot about Japan. He would complain a lot about girls that he met on Tinder, and he would cheat on a bunch of them and then complain when they catch him. Gets cucked by Australian guys, which is what you'd expect. And he married some Japanese chick, and obviously like a year later it didn't work out, and got divorced, moved back to England. And yeah, hopefully he stays there because his videos are just pure cancer. And it's so weird, like, dude has like 100,000 views and actually makes fucking a living off this shit. Like, you people who fucking watched him and did not put the ad block on, you guys helped make him, okay? Seriously, because nobody genuinely likes this guy. This guy is only so big and makes money off this because people like to see a train wreck. People just like to see what the fuck he's gonna do next, because I guarantee you that no one genuinely likes this guy. And if there's anyone out there who relates to this guy and that's why they watch him, you need to get fucking help, okay? Because you do not want to be anything like this guy, okay? And that's coming from me, okay? I'm a real fuck up. Let me tell you right now. I'll tell you all about it someday, okay? But right now, we're on this guy. But I'm a real fuck up in life. Alright, and I know fuck ups. I'm an expert. I have a PhD in fuck ups. Alright, and this guy is a huge fuck up. Alright, and this guy has no business even being in Japan. He should stay in England with his mommy and don't ever come back. You know what? You are not even F tier. You were fucking off the list. And you know what? I get to move up to E tier. Alright, and so does... okay, you know what? Those guys are still staying there. You're F tier. Okay, you know what? Yeah. There you go. You moved me up a tier. Thank you. Because no. Okay, I don't even want to be in the tier next to you, which is fucking nothing, okay? You're in the fucking shadow realm. You're in the shit tier. Alright, let's moving on. Now, last but certainly not least, we got Give Me a Break Man. Oh yeah, we got Give Me a Break Man. This is Victor, Give Me a Break Man. He has 2 channels. Give Me a Break Man, like 100,000 I think. I haven't checked in a long time. 100,000, then he's got another channel, it's like 130 something thousand. But then he fucking changed that channel to some like ASMR bullshit. And let me tell you something, Victor. You suck at ASMR so bad. You suck. Alright? Can you please stop making ASMR videos? Okay? ASMR videos are for cute Asian girls, okay? You were neither cute nor Asian, or a girl, alright? Stop, okay? You don't start an ASMR video with loud talking outside with cars going by, and then you don't have it follow up with like a barbershop video where people are talking loudly in an echoey room and clanging together metal and shit. That's not an ASMR video, just fucking stop. That's like the worst part, is you're not even doing it good, okay? I've been a huge fan of ASMR for years, and what you're doing is completely doing what Daniel does to the Jvlogging community all the time, which is fucking pissing on it. You're pissing on ASMR and you're just fucking jumping on a trend. Just stop, man. Just please. Okay, I'm begging you. Alright, but other than that, this self-proclaimed godfather of Jvlogging, which in order to be that, you have to have the most subscribers and have the most views out of all the Jvloggers, which if anyone's the godfather, it would have to be this fucking guy, this Abroad in Japan guy. I don't know who this guy thinks he is. He thinks he's the godfather? What, because he's the oldest? Well, actually, this guy's the fucking oldest. Isn't he like the godfather? Isn't he like Father Time or some shit? I don't know. Like, fuck, maybe you guys should duke it out or something. Alright? Seriously, settle that shit. Alright, so this guy... Okay, other than that, you know, one more criticism. This guy seems to think... Okay, I guess the criticism is he thinks he's the godfather, which, you know, he's kind of pretentious, you know, he thinks he's a know-it-all. But I will give him fucking credit, alright? He's actually very knowledgeable. He's been here a long fucking time, like over 20 fucking years, maybe longer than that. And he's married and has 2 children. He has his own school. Alright, so, you know, obviously he's doing very well, and I can't shit on that. And he does make a lot of informative videos, even if they're too fucking long, which he knows they are. He makes jokes about how long they are. Alright. Yeah, but he makes a lot of informative videos, and I've watched more videos and got more information than I can even remember. So I'd say even, well, I don't know, he does seem to be involved in a lot of drama. He'll start videos by saying, oh, this is not a drama video. However, and then he starts drama. He seems to be in a lot of drama. But, you know, I don't know. And I'm gonna put him in the C tier. And this looks really biased because Jadan's my friend, but you know what? Jadan doesn't piss me off. Jadan doesn't make any videos that makes me cringe. Okay? Or piss me off. Okay? And I'm not saying these people have, but unlike these, this one's very mixed. I can't put him in the D. I can't put him with Ryan Boundless. I can't put him with Jadan. I don't know, man. I don't know. Just C tier. C tier. I mean, I'm torn between B and C. So we're gonna put him in the C tier. Jadan, buddy, how you feeling? You're all alone in that B tier. Okay, be proud of yourself. You were in that B tier. You were standing alone, head and shoulders above these guys. Okay? There you go. You get the special honor of being the B tier. You were right under Abroad Japan. You were gonna catch up one of these days. Alright. And you thought that was all? Hell no. We got some bonus. We got some bonus Jvloggers! Bonus! We got Logan Paul. You're like, what? Logan Paul's not a Jvlogger. Well, I mean, if you consider only Jvloggers people who live in Japan, then I guess you'd be right. But guess what? I consider him a Jvlogger because he made several vlogs in Japan, and they were very, very fucking popular, and also controversial, and they probably brought a lot of fucking attention to Japan and Jvloggers in general, even though it was negative. But guess what? Negative publicity is still publicity. And yeah, I guess the thing I can say about Logan Paul is he probably won't come back, and he gave a good example of what not to do when to come to Japan. All right, we're gonna put him in the E tier. Do you know why we're gonna put him in the E tier? Because he's better than Nobita. Okay. All right, he's just. I would rather have Logan Paul here than Nobita or Mira or Chris Sakura, even though he only visits. I don't know. Just E tier. We're gonna put him in the E tier. Just because. Because this guy somehow managed to make a very controversial video and still get very successful even after that. It's pretty crazy. But now we're gonna get to the final Jvlogger. We're gonna get to the ultimate Jvlogger, the Omni Vlogger, the Omni Jvlogger, the one that trumps all of them. And I'm sorry, guys, none of you compare to this fucking mad lad, alright? And this is gonna be a bit biased because I'm a 9-year-old, but right here, baby, right here, we got the man, the legend, PewDiePie. Okay, he doesn't live in Japan, but he's working on it. And he seems to love Japan. He's learning the Nihongo. And he's been to Japan so many times and made such great vlogs. Oh my gosh, like you got guys living here for years and years and years and like, oh, I'm an ALT. Oh, I've been here 10 years. I got permanent residency. I'm N1. And oh, this, that, and this, that. I got a little cube house and a little cube car and an Asian wife and some kids. It's like, well, guess what? Guess what? Your videos suck compared to this guy, alright? This guy comes here like once, makes a 30-minute vlog with a shitty phone camera because his video camera quality sucks because he doesn't give a fuck. Alright, but guess what? He's got such charisma, alright? He's got such star power that when he moves to Japan, he's automatically de facto #1 Jvlogger. He's the fucking best, alright? And I don't care if that seems very biased, but he, you know, not even S tier, okay? He's fucking triple S tier, alright? You guys need to get on this fucking level, alright? Right there. That's the future of Jvlogging right there. When he moves to Japan, okay, it's gone now, but that's okay. You know what? It's gone. He's gone. He's so gone. I can't even undo it. He's gone. Yeah, he's gone. Alright? He had to go make more awesome Jvlogs that are better than yours. That's why he's gone. Alright? But yeah, that's the end of my Jvlogging tier list. God damn it, I am fucking shit-faced. Oh my god, I had to get really fucked for this one. Seriously. So if you're like upset about this, about your ranking, then just get good, alright? Come on. The standards aren't that high. Look, I'm at the E tier, alright? I'm at the E tier. I was a little nice to myself. I shouldn't be on the list, but I gave myself an E. Alright? You know what? I'm gonna put Rachel and June at D. That's not nice. You know what? There we go. We're gonna put Logan Paul at D. Cause he's got that charisma, alright? I wish I had it. Alright, I'm at the E tier. Okay, these are the F. There's your D's. There's your C, there's your B, there's your A's. PewDiePie's gone. He's like triple S. Alright. If you're mad about your rankings, then get good, man. You know what? Alright? And also, you're getting mad about a guy who has less than 200 subs. So, that says more about me than you. And also, I'm... Okay? You know, I'm drunk as fuck, so just give me a break, alright? Tell me what you think about my Jvlogger tier list. Do you think I rated myself too high? Did I not list any of your favorites? If you would like me to do a second tier list, then give me some of your favorites. People that you like a lot, people that are up and coming that I should check out. Maybe I'll check them out, and I will do a second vlog list like Sam did. He totally milked that, but I'm gonna do it too, because why the fuck not? Yeah, so... Yeah, anybody who's getting mad about this, you know, suck my dick. Alright? I don't give a fuck. Alright, so have a good one. Sayonara, bitches. I'm out. He's the worst Jvlogger in the world, and he's gonna screw your girl. He doesn't give a fuck what you think. I'm too fucked up for this. I'm done.